Best niche fragrances. Usually I focus on designer fragrances, but today I'm taking a dive into the niche realm of things. By the way, I have a new channel called Shining Times, which is quite a bit different from this channel and is mainly about outdoorsy things like gardening, hiking, traveling, maybe a few recipes here and there. But if you're interested in that sort of thing, subscribe. It's a very new channel and I appreciate the support. And I'm going to start with probably one of my favorites. This is Gentle Fluidity from Maison Francis Cousin. So this is a very fancy French fragrance from a very prestigious French brand. And the reason I like this one in particular is because it's very fresh. It is unisex. It is its main note is juniper berries, which are very fresh note, very much like a pine tree forest sort of thing. At least that's what it's similar to. It's not pine truly, but it's very similar. It also it's just kind of an uplifting sort of fragrance. You know, if you want something crisp and light to keep you refreshed throughout the day, then this is definitely a very good option. And being unisex, it gives it an extra bonus. Longevity, I would say, is moderate because, you know, light fragrances in general are not super long lasting. I would say maybe 5 hours. It's probably a good estimate. Projection's really good. Definitely people would be able to smell it on you. It's a very likable fragrance, very attractive. And it's just well made as well. It's an eau de parfum, so it's definitely has good performance. It has a presence to it, and I can't really imagine anyone who would dislike it because, again, it is very likable. There's not really any weird notes in there that would cause dislike, I would say. Then, kind of in a similar vein in terms of freshness, this is Serjoff 40 Knots. So this was designed with the yacht clubs in mind. Definitely top shelf, very fresh, very aquatic, sea salt notes, you know, aquatic ocean notes thrown in there. I think some citrus as well. This is very fresh. Probably on the same level of freshness as Gentle Fluidity. This is for men specifically, but I would argue it's pretty unisex. You know, it's an aquatic fragrance, and definitely best for the summer. You know, this is kind of the embodiment of summer. You're out at the beach, at the ocean, sort of thing. Also, longevity, I would again say 5 hours, just based on its general lightness. And also, I would say it's pretty versatile. You can wear this in the daytime, the evening, you know, whenever. And again, another likable fragrance. You know, basically being citrus and aquatic notes and a little bit of sea salt, there's nothing really to dislike. A very natural sort of fragrance. So, this is a good option if, you know, you really don't know what to wear, and you want to wear something that's universally liked. This is a good option. Then, another one. This is actually this is unisex, I believe. This is from Le Labo Bergamot 22. So obviously from the name, it's a bergamot fragrance. And it's a pretty light fragrance, lighter than the others. I would say maybe 2 to 3 hours longevity. However, it is a really nice smell. You know, especially if you like bergamot or citrus in general, it has that really fresh, juicy citrus note. It's just bright, again, juicy. It's really good for the summer and hot weather in general. You know, if you're in a hot climate, it's always hot. This is really good for staying refreshed. And it's very elegant as well. For both men and women, very elegant choice. It is on the lighter side, like I said, but at the same time, it's noticeable. It's definitely, you know, when someone comes into your personal circle, they'll be able to smell this on you. And as with the others, it's a very likable fragrance. It's primarily citrus, so unless you come across someone who really hates citrus for some reason, you'll be fine. Most people are going to like this. Next one, which is actually another one of my favorites just because I think it's a really interesting option. This is Not a Perfume from Juliet Has a Gun. And the thing about this, the reason why I like it, is because it has one note, which is ambrox, which is a kind of artificial derivative of ambergris, which is grey amber, which comes from Wales. It's a very musky note. This is a little bit lighter, and the thing I like about it is, you know, it is one note, and it's kind of this chemical note, and it reacts really differently from person to person. Some people it's pretty sweet, some people maybe it's a bit more musky, some people might have some nutty notes, and the thing also that I like about it is that it evolves in a very interesting way on the skin. Like when I wear it, it's like very faintly kind of powdery, but then later on it might become a little bit more nutty, like almonds. So, you know, it's definitely a very unique kind of fun thing to wear. It's very light, definitely, you know, not great projection unless people are really right next to you, but this is one of those fragrances that, you know you smell good. So it's kind of like a nice, more personal sort of fragrance. And interestingly, the longevity, so it's kind of a mix between short and long longevity, because sometimes when I wear it, it really disappears pretty quickly, maybe within an hour or two, and then other times it will really stick around for 6-ish hours. So again, it's a very versatile, changeable fragrance, but it is definitely, it smells good, and it's just kind of fun to wear. And the last one that I have is another kind of interesting, fun fragrance option from Replica. If it'll focus. So this is a Jazz Club from Replica. So, meaning this is meant to smell like a jazz club, which I think is pretty cool. So, what you're getting here, you're getting some tobacco, you're getting some kind of whiskey sort of notes in general, but you would expect out of jazz clubs. Smoky, you got some of the liquor thrown in there. Very warm fragrance, definitely, and because of that, it also has really good longevity. And it's unique, you know, it's meant to embody a certain place, a certain time. So it's pretty fun to wear because of that, and it smells really good. I think there's some citrus in there. It's just really nice. And that's pretty much my main list for niche fragrances. I pretty much like all of these. They're all, you know, they all have their time and place to be worn. So, if you like this video, of course, leave a like and maybe subscribe. If you have any opinions about these fragrances, you can leave a comment down below. And I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.